teaching was always, the thing on my mind that was one of the most important things that someone could do. And I extolled the virtues of my father as a teacher, someone who inspired me, someone who had a thirst for learning, someone who had interest in doing his own research and his own reading and thinking for himself, and then imparting that knowledge and the thirst for knowledge to me and to my cousin. So the job that I applied for that ultimately was acquired by Intel was a company that provided for the equivalent of a hands-on experience with the actual hardware that's going to be manufactured. So there was a special kind of chip that's very popular today for obvious reasons, because you can, just like you could program a computer with software, you could program these chips with hardware. So instead of using a software programming language, you use a hardware programming language like I described, and then this technology allows you to implement it in an off-the-shelf, reasonably priced chip. So they can actually get into the laboratory and get their hands on the actual device that's functioning at speed, right, before they commit that $50 million, $100 million to make it cheaper and smaller. So that's called a field programmable gate array. And that's where I spent the last 20 years of my life. How will you find the center of a circle? Right? He looked at me. He had no idea. So I had him fold the paper, repeatedly until the point of the paper that was, just sticking right out. I said, put a little pencil mark on that. And then he unfolded it, and voila, he was surprised to find out that he discovered the center of the circle. Absolutely amazing to see these kids, little kids, right? From kindergarten up to 8th grade, you could see how their development, you could see their development, level of development based upon their age and their grade. And to even be able to teach them, how to put together a table. How is a cabinet built? How is a table built? You could just see them absorbing it in a way that they couldn't do if it was abstract. Right? When the going gets tough or he gets really tired, I can always excite him by showing him a RAFT activity. That teaching is one of the most important and demanding professions, and teachers work well beyond the classroom hours and even provide their own materials to the students, which is one of the reasons why RAFT is so important as a source of materials. Teachers come from not only the Bay Area, but they come from all over to shop at RAFT. The importance of teachers in society. They're critical to the advancement of knowledge and to the progress of civilization. And in my opinion, if it wasn't for the ability to transmit knowledge and teachers transmit knowledge, then human societies would plunge into chaos.